in Zadar. We are heading off back to Greece now. Fun fact, Croatia has many expensive tolls. I think it's something in the order of €6 per 100k to drive on Croatian highways. So we decided to combine driving back through Zagreb and coming out of Croatia with doing the Plitvice Lakes. Is that right?
Well, as far as I know, that's how. Plitvice, maybe there's an A sound towards the end. I don't know, something along those lines. And here comes the toll.
Speak of the devil.
Yeah.
So because it's such a long drive today, we decided to leave. I think we left around 5:35. It's 6 a.m. now. So Plitvice opens at 7 a.m. and apparently it gets super busy by around 10. So I think it'll be pretty interesting today to see what it's like during the whole pandemic, and obviously travel is impacted, to see if it really is as crazy as people say.
So after about an hour and a half of driving from Zadar to here, we have started the Plitvice Lakes. It was about €30 a person for the entrance fee, which is pretty steep, but thus far I can see why. It's really beautiful, very well organized.
There's a lot of stuff.
Yeah. Like apparently the boat prices are included in the ticket fee. In the ticket fee.
Did you even know that you had to get boats in order to do these trails though? Because I don't think anybody mentioned that.
I did not. I mean, we looked up the trails. There was this K trail or K path route. They call it the program, the K program. That was supposed to be all walking. And since I'm not a fan of boats, I naturally chose that one. But apparently in order to do it, you still have to use a boat for the last bit or the first bit of the trail. It's a loop, so you can choose whether to do it one or the other way around. And per what we read, the best way to go about this is to first visit the upper lakes, because it's gonna be less busy and they're supposed to be more beautiful than the lower lakes. And to do that, you have to take the boat straight up. So after a very short and admittedly pleasant boat ride, it took like what, 20 seconds?
Yeah. I suspect there used to be a bridge there.
Maybe
that's why we didn't see it in anyone's
could be. A lot of the trails here are under maintenance and closed off. So maybe there was a bridge once, now you have to take the boat. Right, so we're most likely almost halfway. We decided not to do the full K trail because we have to drive another 3.5 hours on to the other end of Croatia today and actually sleep. So we're gonna take the bus, at least that's the plan. And the bus helps you skip, I'll show it on the map, it skips the inland part. It doesn't go by the lakes anyway. And
if you're feeling lazier, I think a lot of people are taking the bus from like the second station up to the third station and then walking down from the upper lakes to the lower lakes, which, I mean, makes sense.
Because we saw them coming down like at 8:30 and I was wondering how the hell did they already make it back up there and then back down again. So they must have taken the bus straight up and done the downhill part instead. Well, I will say, however, I know it's during the pandemic and therefore tourism is massively reduced, but there haven't been many people today. Like for large stretches of time, we have the trail to ourselves.
It's still only 10.
It's still quite early, it's not just 10 a.m. So it might get much worse over the course of the day, and it's a Friday, so it might be fairly busy. But it's quite nice thus far. But I can see that if there were thousands of people on this trail, given how narrow the paths are, it will be a complete gridlock all the time. So I can see how it can get frustrating for people to actually go through this. So as we were walking along the path, we hear a rustle. Nancy jumps back and we see a snake. A snake that had grabbed an entire fish in its jaws, mouth.
I've never seen a snake catch a fish.
And a sizable fish at that. I mean, you'll see it in the footage. Yeah, no, we got scared. And apparently Croatian hiking is kind of like, you know, infamous for having a lot of snakes, and a lot of them are actually venomous, which kind of ruins it for me. Also, apparently if you camp here in the winter, you have a chance of seeing bears, lynx, wolves. Now if you stay on the path, you're unlikely to see them, but a lot of the hikes in Croatia do warn not to stray too far off the paths. So we are nearing the big waterfall, which seems to be like the last major attraction you want to see in Plitvice. It's below the lower lakes, and despite what we read and saw on YouTube, I personally like the lower lakes more than I like the upper ones.
Yeah, me too.
The colors are just phenomenal. So last time I tried to do this segment, I was viciously attacked by some flying bugger, but here it is again. Nothing in the vicinity. So droning is... there's another one. Son of a bitch! So droning in Plitvice is fully illegal. Like, I don't know what the ramifications are, but it's very clearly not allowed anywhere. Now, admittedly, I was thinking I will find a quiet spot that we can fly the drone from and get some shots, because I think you can only appreciate the magnificence of these lakes from above. But it's actually fairly busy. Not busy as in what you see on videos online, but busy enough that you don't want to risk flying a drone illegally. So we may have to make do with land shots.
Plitvice done, I think. We didn't end up doing the K trail for 18 Ks, but somehow we still ended up walking almost 15, my watch says. Anyway, we're pretty tired, although I have to say the hardest part of the trail was the walk back to the car.
Yeah. Once you're completely out of energy and you know the car isn't too far away, just within reach.
So hard.
Just craving that sweet AC and chair.
It's really beautiful. I think to a point Norway has spoiled us, because Norway is just stunning everywhere you look. and it doesn't cost 60 euros to go and see it, unless you're paying for parking, in which case it only costs half that. Oh, we missed you, Norway.
Yeah, no, Norway has raised the bar. I told Nancy before that by the time this trip is over, we'll be completely desensitized to natural beauty because we'll have seen it all.
If you can get here, I think it's definitely worth it.
The park is in excellent condition, very well maintained, far better than I thought it was going to be. And you get a lot for what you pay. The boats are free, the buses are free. You can pick and choose the portions you feel like doing, and then get a bus or a boat across to kind of like, no, cut the trek shorter. I think
that's a good deal.
It's definitely a good deal. I've paid more for less.
Cutting whenever you're
Okay.
ready.
What do we say? So
I'm tired.
you ready?
You were droning on anyway.
I wasn't droning on.
You were.
It was informational.
You were
It
talking
was
for...
super duper useful information.
You were kind of like dotting back and forth over things because you just wanted to continue hearing yourself talk.
I was just going bark, 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 bark. Bark, 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 bark.
Just keep walking, it's fine.
Why isn't she afraid of me?
Okay.
Bark, 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 bark. Bark, 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 bark.
Yeah.
Ah, she doesn't give two fucks.
What's up, my love?
So, dear listeners, I'll tell you a secret. Drowning is not allowed here, but I really...
It's in my hair! It's not. It flew off after.